So I told my optometry colleague that I was going to do a video on optical shops, and he said, "You don't know anything about optical shops. You've never run one." To which I said, "Okay, Dr. Wonderful, you come on the Dusty Cartometer and share your vast knowledge with new optometrists and opticians." To which he replied, "No." Schmuck. The good news is this will be a very short video. 2 stories. One about optical shop failure and one about optical shop success. So 1985, I was 1 year out of optometry school, full-time optometrist in the Army, Fort Carson. I saw an ad in the paper for a part-time optometrist. I thought I might do some moonlighting, pick up a little extra money. I had trouble finding this guy's location. It was horrible. It was, if I was having trouble finding it, how are the patients going to find it? Not good. This gentleman was Iranian. He didn't speak any English. He had 2 senior high age daughters who spoke perfectly English, translated. In Iran, his optical shop was right in the center of 3 busy hospitals, which sent all of their patients to him. And he was so good that he drew patients from outside that immediate area. He actually edged the lenses by hand, put them in the frame. Very impressive. So in '79, when the Iranian Revolution occurred, he had to leave the country. So he took what money he could and came to America, opened a shop in Colorado Springs. The patients didn't come. And the few that did, a lot of times needed a prescription. If he sent them away for a refraction, frequently they didn't come back. So he bought some equipment, and I ended up seeing a few patients for him in the evenings and on the weekends and such. But he didn't do any marketing. As I said, the location was terrible. And unfortunately, his optical shop failed. The location was working against him. Lack of marketing worked against him. And it was really unfortunate. I felt really bad for this guy. He went from being a big fish in a small pond to being a minnow in the ocean. Ultimately, he ended selling off his equipment at a terrible loss. Contrast this to 1990 when I came in the Air Force. Our NCOIC, basically our office manager, was about to retire, and he had set up a optical shop off base. He was doing great. San Antonio was an interesting town because at the time there were 4 military bases where people would get their eyes checked on base and wanted to get civilian glasses. He did a lot of marketing on television. When I first got there, he was advertising during the Late Late Show. But when I left in '97, he was advertising during the evening news. And he sort of modeled his commercials after the Men's Warehouse commercial where he'd have all his opticians out there and he was explaining how he was going to take good care of the patients. He, of course, played up the fact that he was retired military, which resonated with a lot of the patients. So I think he ended up with about 12 optical shops, many millions of dollars in net worth and whatnot. So it just goes to show you how marketing is critical, location is critical. He told me he had one optical shop that wasn't doing so well. He closed it down, opened it up across the street. That one took off, so go figure. Anyway, hope this helps. Talk to you next time.